Not as nice. We have Jared Spurgeon. Obviously, not what you want to see here in the preseason. Going down with injury. Talk to me. What's the injury? What's the extent of how long he might be out, and who needs to step up in his absence?
Well, it's an upper body injury, and anytime you lose Spurgeon, it's going to be tough. At least they're encouraged it's only going to be for a couple of weeks. And happening before the season gives it some time, some runway. So it's better to have weeks than months with him because they don't really have a lot of strong depth on the right side. On their blue line, Faber is going to be. We'll talk about him later, but he's going to be pushed in as a rookie in the top four. Jonas Brodin. They're not going to mess with that pair. And as far as who steps up, it'll be Alex Goligoski will play, on the right side with Middleton to start the season. And, obviously a guy who's been around the block a million times and feels comfortable on the right side. He's played it before in different teams he's played on. So, but they do have, basically three defensemen in their opening day lineup that were healthy scratches for either good chunks or in the playoffs last year with Merrill, Addison, and Goligoski. So, they're NHL defensemen, but they're going to be put into the test. And, Spurgeon does so many little things well, and you almost forget about him because he's so quietly consistent. I think with a case like him, with like a lot of things in life, absence make the heart grow fonder for a guy like Jared Spurgeon.
Yeah, I feel like the fans kind of need that too, because they don't really take him for granted in the regular season, but you always have the postseason where people love to pile on him and make it out like he's the problem when, let's be real, there were plenty of things that went wrong for the Wild this past postseason and most postseasons, but this may make them appreciate him a little bit more.
I think so. And obviously the numbers in the postseason are fair. Like this past season was rough as far as how many goals he used on the ice for, which aren't all on him. There's some weird plays, but yeah, I think, over the course of a regular season, which you need to play well in order to make the playoffs, especially in this improved Central Division, anytime you lose your number one or arguably second best defenseman, if you're not the first top defenseman, Jonas Brodin, then, you're going to see those impact on the ice.